people of the interwebs. I realized that I am an idiot. I uploaded my what it's like to date a Muslim when you're not Muslim video, and then Ryan was like watching it, and then it just stopped, and I was like, why'd you stop it there? And then he was like, that's the end. And I was like, are you kidding me? I don't know what happened with that upload. I don't know why I didn't upload all the way or what the heck is going on with that, because it's not the whole video. It doesn't just stop. But I just decided to remake the video and re-upload it again. I'm hoping that it'll upload the whole way this time. So first off, if you are interested in learning more about why Ryan converted to Islam, you should watch our video that is on the LUGOLOY channel. I will link it below. Look at my pants. Weird. But I will link that below, so I would encourage you to go over there, because I'm not in this video going to be talking about why he's Muslim or like why he converted or anything like that. That's kind of his story to tell. So I will have that linked down below in the description. But so today I'm just going to kind of talk about like what it's like to date a Muslim when like you're not Muslim yourself. Cause like, I mean, it's not weird for me, but apparently people think that's like really crazy. Like some people think that. It's beyond me. But, so basically, Ryan was Christian. He converted to Islam. I think he's great either way. But, I myself I'm not super religious. I would consider myself a Christian. But one of the biggest things that I get asked when I like talk about that I'm with Muslim, blah, 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 or like when people find out that Ryan's Muslim, because you guys saw him, like he's white and he doesn't look Muslim. So a lot of times people are like, what? Which is kind of dumb in itself. But usually for me, the first thing that I get asked is, are you going to convert? And I'm over here like, excuse me? Like, my religion is not really any of your business. And just because he's a Muslim doesn't mean that I have to be. You know, luckily we live in a society where we get to make those choices of what religion we want to be, and relationships are based more off of like beliefs and the kind of people that we are, as opposed to a title or a name or a religion. So that's always kind of the first question I get asked, and I get so, like, I mean, okay, most of our friends and the people around here kind of know me, and so they know already, like, I'm not planning to convert, blah, blah, blah. They know where I'm at and stuff. And so they don't ask anymore. I have to say, I've never had, even when I explain, you know, yeah, I'm not going to be converting, I'm blah, 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 this is what I believe, da, da, da. People usually are really super nice about it. And honestly, that's one thing about the Muslim community, because like, I was a little bit hesitant at first, and that's not good. Like, you can't just live a life where you're gonna like close yourself off to a whole group of people because they're a different religion. Like, and even just dating wise, like if any of you guys are out there and you're like dating and stuff, like don't close yourself off that way. That's dumb. Base your opinion of people and their compatibility with you off of their beliefs and the way that they do things and the kind of person they are, not just some title. Because like, what does that really even mean? Like, seriously, there's good Muslims out there and there's bad Muslims out there, and there's good Christians out there and there's bad Christians out there, and there's good atheists and there's like bad atheists. Like, there's good and bad people in every single religion, every single belief system. Like, that's just the way that it works. And I think that oftentimes we get into this place where we don't want to blame a person's nature on the person themselves. So instead, when you hear, oh, this person did this and that was bad, you say, oh, that's because they were reading this, and that's because they're this religion and blah, blah, blah. And that's just dumb. Blame the person. And if you get to know me a little bit, especially like in real life, you'll kind of learn that I'm like, ironically, because I don't feel like I seem like it, but I'm a bit of a cynic. I'm really cynical, and there's a lot of bad people out there, and I think that a lot of times we don't want to blame human nature for like just all of these bad things. So instead we kind of defer to, oh, it's this religion, it's that, it's blah, 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 blah. And that's just dumb, and that's not true. So that's part of it. I feel like that's the base of how I date someone who's a different religion than me. Another thing, people always say, oh, what if you have kids? What are you going to do? I don't believe in... I believe in raising kids with good morals. I believe in raising kids to be good people. I believe in treating kids right and properly, and raising them to do good things and have passions and to help people and to see all sides of the spectrum and to be non-judgmental in all of these different things. And I think that a lot of times when kids are strictly raised to one religion, that it causes a lot of problems. A lot of times if you raise a kid a certain religion, this is obviously not all of the time. There's many people who are raised the religion that they are, and they're very happy with that, and that's amazing for them, and that's so good. But a lot of times, not a lot of times, but sometimes you'll raise a kid a specific religion, and then all of a sudden they'll be thrown into adulthood, and they'll be going to college, and they'll be kind of learning that they have other choices, and suddenly they find themselves thinking, why am I even this religion? What am I doing? Why? And they don't know. Whereas a lot of times people who come to a religion on their own, I feel like they're that much more like Ryan. And I don't want to only use him as like an example, but I've saw it with a lot of different converts and stuff, just converts to all different religions. And these people who are converts to Christianity, who are converts to Islam, who are converts to Judaism, or whatever it may be, are so much more educated. And this isn't all of the time. None of this, I don't want any of you guys to think that I'm saying this about everyone. But a lot of times those people are so much more educated and so much more passionate about their religion because they had to go out and seek it out for themselves. They had to do the research. They had to do all the work. I mean, watch Ryan's video. He talks about kind of the steps he had to take and the struggles he had to go through. And it's a lot. And you're not just going to do that for something that you don't believe in. So I don't plan to raise my kids a specific religion, regardless of who I'm with. Regardless of who I'm with, I plan to raise my kids to be tolerant. And I plan to raise my kids to be non-judgmental. And I plan to give my kids an education that shows them all different religions and all of the reasons why a person may or may not be one religion or another. And, it's, if I do have kids with Ryan, then it's going to be, our kids will celebrate Christmas. We'll go to church on Christmas. And then they'll celebrate Ramadan with him too over the summer. I'm sorry, that's so close-minded. Ramadan's not always over the summer. I'm sorry, it's just that since Ryan converted, it's always been over the summer, but I know that eventually it's going to be the winter. But I think you guys know what I mean. And I think that having a well-rounded education of different religions and the reasons why people believe those things is so much more important than raising your kid one specific religion. And I just will always, to the day I die, believe in judging people based off of their morals and actions as opposed to some title of a certain religion. And that is why I think that Ryan and I are able so well to work together and be in this relationship, even though we are two religions that sometimes seem to be so different, which is also a little bit ironic to me because, so this is another one of my things, and another reason why it doesn't bother me is because, and honestly, this is my true opinion, I believe that the three major Abrahamic religions, when you look at it, and I've taken philosophy of religion classes, I've listened to Ryan, I've read I'm not going to sit here and tell you I've read the whole Bible, I'm not going to tell you I've sit here and read the whole Quran or anything like that, but I've read parts of it, and I'm educated, and I've taken philosophy of religion classes. You know, I have talked to Muslims, I've talked to Christians, I've talked to Catholics, I've talked to Jewish people, I've talked to atheists. And of the three major Abrahamic religions, what I've gathered for myself is that for the most part, when you get down to it and you get down to those big themes, the major themes, like in literature, the major themes, it's kind of all the same. I mean, sure, there's different ways of worship, and sure, there's like things throughout that are a little bit different, and I feel like I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this video. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. I don't even know if I'm gonna read the comments here, so if I'm not commenting back, that's why. But I feel like at its core, most of them are the same. And I think that God created these different ways to worship because we live in a world of different people, of all different ways of life and different cultures and different colors and different looks and different places and all of these different things with different passions and everything. And people needed a way like to worship that was going to be good for them. And that looks different for different people. And, you know, I think that's why there's different religions, and maybe I'm wrong, maybe you're wrong, I don't know. And that's kind of the beauty of it, because without wonder and without that mystery, you know, what would there be? How would you form your opinions? And so that's a lot of too how Ryan and I are able to do that. I'm trying to think of anything else to say. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah. In my first video, Ryan was like, I'm surprised you didn't mention this. But that was because it got cut off. But one thing that happens like a lot that's kind of interesting is that like sometimes we'll be out in public and Ryan, it'll be time for him to pray. So, you know, sometimes he just has to like pray in a public place where there's people walking around, and luckily we live in an area where he's able to do that safely, and that's amazing. And I am thankful for the place that I live in, the place that we're around, so that he can do that. But sometimes it will, like, there'll be people who walk by and they'll like give him like weird looks, like, well, what the heck are you doing? And he's had like some people say some stuff to him that's offensive. He would have to talk about that. I know you guys are itching for, or at least the LUGOLOY people are itching for another video about Ryan's Islam, so I'm sure he's gonna make that. But there was like this one time we were actually at the zoo and these people just kept looking, like giving him like such dirty looks. And I was just like, I went up to them and was like, excuse me, that's not an exhibit. He's not an exhibit. You can move along. And like, of course, like I think they were kind of like honestly taken aback, especially because like I was a woman and like I was doing that and I was standing up and telling them like, hey, like he's just praying, like it's not a big deal. Please move along. And you know, they kind of just walked away then. But like sometimes that kind of stuff happens, and you know, at first it was like kind of hard, and I would be like, oh my gosh, like I wish you wouldn't pray in public, but like that's just dumb. So, you know, I don't know, that's something kind of funny. This video is getting a little bit long. I don't want it to be super long. So if you guys do have any other comments or questions at all, please put them down below in the comments. And then if you liked this video, please go ahead, subscribe, like, give me the thumbs up, press the bell notification. There's honestly a billion things you guys can do if you like this video. So it's kind of hard to list them all. My Instagram and all my links are going to be linked down below. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye. Oh, that was a weird goodbye. Bye.